back to Podcast Room 303. I'm your host, Jermaine Colon Mendez. This is episode 135. I have my co-host here at Nick.Morahan. And as always, we have with us EPE. How are you doing this evening, Nick?
God save the king. That's all I can say. The patriarchy has been restored to its rightful spot on the throne, and all can continue right with the world.
God bless America.
And we almost actually, hold on. I'm going to go on a rant here. Just because a British monarch dies doesn't mean because they're our allies, we need to show solidarity with them. Like every time a U.S. president, like if a sitting U.S. president died, the British wouldn't throw up U.S. flags on their main street, would they? But here in D.C., down the main street, there's British flags in honor of the Queen. Have we gotten so woke in this country that we just don't want to offend anyone now?
Also, like, the Queen? Wasn't she part of, like, all the bad shit everyone hates now?
I mean, yeah, like, directly. Isn't that directly, like, imperialism?
Like, but everyone was like, oh, how sad. Man, nobody cares about the Queen, the Prince, whoever the Prince is fucking, unless it's Andrew. Like, nobody really cares about it. So, who cares? Good riddance. She was 96 years old. Let the woman go. She's done. She's had her fill. That's a good fucking run. That's
gone too soon. Lizzie, gone too soon.
It was a good run. She had it. We've got it. Keep it pushing. Ain't nobody care about that. Let's take it with our executive producer this evening.
Doing good. And just to reiterate what Nick was talking about, didn't we like fight a whole ass war and kick their ass just to come over here and not have to follow that shit?
That's what I don't understand.
Like, why are we celebrating what we wanted to get away from?
2 whole ass wars.
2 of them. You heard that?
2 wars? Which ones?
Huh?
Which wars?
You being serious?
I don't know about wars. I never fought in any.
Jermaine's still salty about Afghanistan.
I'm salty about the War of 1812.
Alex, what is the Revolutionary War and the War of 1812?
I'm still salty about the War of 1812.
I know you are, buddy.
That's where my heart lies.
I know how much you love the old White House.
Damn the torpedoes!
I think that was a war of 1945.
I couldn't remember what they yelled in the War of 1812, the quote. So I just went with "damn the torpedoes." They had torpedoes in 1812.
Don't give up the ship.
They had torpedoes in 1812, right?
No way.
All right, now that the show's been successfully derailed, we got quite a bit to cram into this. This week we have, or today's episode, we have NFL Week 2 bets. If you want to hear our thoughts on the Week 1, you can see that episode prior. Nick somehow decided to sneak in college football, even though I hate college football, so I guess we're talking about that. Unfortunately. And then we'll get into head-to-head, unless Communion with E has anything. No?
We did the Communion.
Wait, this episode just started. We're 4 minutes in.
Do you have any more communions?
Not currently lined up, but if I need to, I'm sure I can squeeze one out of my dung hole.
Are you sure? Because we give you a week and you don't manage to find one.
Oh.
Yeah. Didn't I give you guys a week? Didn't I give you guys 2 weeks to come up with a list of 100 players?
What did you do for the list?
Yeah. I'm a host, or I'm a producer.
Somebody hit some Beyonce. Let me upgrade you. Let me upgrade you. You're not worthy.
We're not worthy.
Wow.
My bad. I seem to have those a lot on this show.
He's the host now.
Your host.
This is his second podcast too. This isn't even his first priority.
Take it away, Eric.
Guys, I've done the other podcast like 3 times. I'm here weekly.
23 times you did it?
Twice, 2 or 3 times. Don't.
We're not going to try this. You did it twice, 2 or 3 times, so that's 4 to 6 times.
Something like that, dude. I've done it a couple times. I don't keep count. I just show up when they ask you to show up.
This is like a fish story. Just keeps getting bigger and bigger.
You're bigger. All right, whatever, dude. Anyway, you guys want to jump into head-to-head real quick? Just kind of go.
I don't know, Mr. Host.
Oh, here we go. This is going to be the theme of the cast today.
No, I don't want to jump straight into head-to-head.
No, we haven't even got into the NFL Week 2 slate. How are we going to do head-to-head if we ain't even done that?
No, a recap.
You're the host.
Oh, so this is what we're doing for the rest. Okay. I hate you guys so much.
Can you recap head-to-head? I don't think it's done yet.
If yours hits, it'll be a miracle.
All I need is a touchdown and a 2-point conversion.
Yeah.
Stupid fucking Broncos. I'm so upset with this team. I'm fading them from here on out. I hate this team.
I hate you, Denver.
How they only have 16 points against the Seahawks? All right, we're going to kick it off with college football since Eric choked and didn't have a question. All right, Nick, go ahead and give us your college football picks.
All right, so not college football picks, but loyal listener Tom Lingard hit me up today, and he said that he has his 5 games to watch weekend because college football is all about random storylines and trying to figure out how good teams actually are. So 5 games to watch this weekend, week 3 of the college football season. Number 1, Georgia at South Carolina. Georgia just took the number 1 ranking in the AP Top 25 poll. It's their first road game in a very hostile environment. South Carolina is a decent team. They have former Oklahoma quarterback Spencer Rattler on their team. Is this a trap game for Georgia?
No.
Not even a little bit.
Not even a little bit. How many points does Georgia can you get me the spread on this one, Eric?
Yep.
Number 2, a game that Eric and myself will be at. Texas Tech travels into Raleigh to play the North Carolina State Wolfpack. It's a very tough home game for the Wolfpack because Texas Tech can throw the ball, and NC State hates teams that can throw the ball from the Big 12. But it's NC State's chance to prove that their victory against ECU was not a fluke. Now, I did say at the beginning of the college football season that NC State will lose one of these 2 first games, either ECU or Texas Tech. I'm hoping that because they just slid by and should have lost to ECU, that's their loss. What's the line, Eric?
24.5, Georgia.
Does Georgia cover 24.5 at South Carolina?
Man, I was going to say they win by 23, so that puts me as they don't cover. Look, if I'm splitting that small a hair, they cover.
Okay, 24.5, they cover. Number 3 game, BYU at Oregon. A couple of questions in this game. Was BYU's win against Baylor a fluke? Did Oregon actually shit the bed against Georgia, or is Georgia just that good that it made them look that way?
Georgia's that good. BYU's win was not a fluke.
Okay, what is the line on this one? All right, Eric, give me the line on the NC State Texas Tech game.
Okay, well, I had the line. So the Oregon line is 3.5. Let me go find the North.
Oregon has BYU's getting 3 points.
BYU's getting 3 points.
Okay, BYU 3 points in Oregon, in Eugene. Jermaine, does BYU cover the 3?
Yes.
Okay, BYU covers the 3. Are you willing to put BYU money line?
Yes.
Okay, BYU money line. What's the NC State Texas Tech?
North Carolina is minus 10.5 favorites.
That is ridiculous. And you say it right, Eric. It's North Carolina State.
That's what I said.
You said North Carolina. They're not a trash university from Crapple Hill.
I didn't say state?
No.
Well, I guess
they put the mortgage on Texas Tech plus 10.5.
100%. 10.5, Texas Tech covers.
Texas Tech. All right, the 4th question. Michigan State at Washington. Eric, if you could look up that line. Washington
is minus 3.
Washington minus 3. Michigan State at Washington minus 3. Is Mel Tucker the real deal? And is Michigan State rebuilding? Washington may not be ranked, but they can still recruit well and are a top 4 Pac-12 team at home. What do we think on this one, boys?
What's Michigan State's record? Have they played well this year?
I believe they're 2-0, no?
No. That's why I'm asking.
They are 2-0. They beat Western Michigan 35-13, and they beat Akron 52-0. So they did what they needed to do.
Yeah, they handled business. 13 points in 2 games. Going against Washington. What's Washington's record? This one's a real interesting question. This bet is
Washington is also 2-0. They beat Kent State 45-20 and Portland State 52-6. And they have a left-handed black quarterback. Does that sway you in any direction?
No, but I'll follow that into information that does not matter.
Okay.
I will go. Look, I'm fading Pac-12. I'm going to go Michigan State on this one.
Michigan State. They win or they cover?
What's the spread again? Plus 3, right?
Correct.
Michigan State's +3?
Yep.
I'm going to go win. I'm going to go win because 3 – sorry, Eric, I was thinking. 3. I'm going 3. I'm going to win. Sorry, I'm going to win.
What do you think, Eric?
Washington covers the -3.
Washington covers -3. Let's see real quick. What's the money line, Eric? Do you have it pulled up?
Yeah, the money line is Washington -155, Michigan State +135.
And not enough skin for me to put any on Michigan State. The final game of the weekend, and I think just a really fun weekend, a really fun game. University of Miami at Texas A&M. Let's see if we can get Jimbo Fisher fired.
Back-to-back losses?
Back-to-back losses.
They play Miami, you said.
My University of Miami at Texas A&M. What's the line on that one, Eric?
Texas A&M -5.
Texas A&M -5.
And you said they play Miami. Miami's a good team.
Yeah. Based on how much money Jimbo Fisher or A&M has thrown at this program and having a coach like Jimbo Fisher, you think he'd be on one of the hottest seats in the country, no?
I don't know. Why would he be in a hot seat again?
Because they're 1-1.
Didn't he take over last year?
Yeah.
Jimbo Fisher was good last year.
Yeah. I mean, you got – dude, that's the problem with these soccer teams is you got to give coaches time to bring in their recruits and implement their shit.
You say soccer teams?
That's what I'm saying. Soccer teams have a tendency of firing coaches real quick. We can't start doing that in college football and the NFL. Like, you got to give these guys a chance to build their program, especially a guy like Fisher, who we know can build a program.
Explain me this. Texas A&M beats Sam Houston State 31-0, right? Nobody's surprised at that. Texas A&M then loses a heartbreaker to Appalachian State, number 24 Texas A&M. They lose 17-14 to App State. They should have beat App State, right?
No, App State's done this before.
Right, but they should have beat App State.
Should have won the game, yes.
A 1-1 Texas A&M team that was not ranked at the beginning of the year and was only ranked because they beat Sam Houston 31-0, and they lose to App State. They drop out of the top 25, right?
Oh, they didn't drop out?
They did not even drop a spot.
Wait, hold on. You're saying Texas A&M was ranked what to start the season?
Texas A&M was not ranked. Not ranked.
They were ranked 6th to start the season, weren't they?
They had the numbers.
Actually, A&M was ranked 6th.
They were one of the highest ranked teams in the country.
They dropped to 24 with the loss. Yeah. No chance. They would have definitely dropped out if they were 24.
They started the season as 6th. I mean, I'll pull up the preseason.
A&M was 6th when they showed the top 10 rankings. They always circled the ones who lost, and I remember them circling it when I was watching. It's the only reason why I'm confident in Eric's answer.
Yeah, so it was Alabama, Ohio State, Georgia, Clemson, Notre Dame, Texas A&M, Utah, Michigan, Oklahoma, and Baylor as the top 10.
So then they dropped down to 24. Okay, that makes more sense.
Yeah, 6. A&M lost to Appalachian State 17-14.
Better question. if you're 1-1 and you lose a close game to the number 1 ranked team, do you deserve to be ranked if you were not ranked previously?
No.
Texas does not deserve to be ranked.
I agree. I'm just saying, like, it's.
I love the game they played. It was tight. I mean, sure, they lost their quarterback and they held Bama to 20, which is saying something, but you didn't win.
Texas is ranked number 21, though.
Yeah, that's why.
Right. Over a 2-0 Penn State team.
That's what I said. Look, you cannot have no losses and be ranked lower than a team who has 1 loss, unless the 1 loss is like a top 10 ranked team.
Utah 1-1, they're 14. Baylor 1-1, they're 17. Florida 1-1, they're 18. Texas 1-1, they're 21. Pittsburgh 1-1, they're 23. Texas A&M, Oregon also 1-1, 24 and 25.
The A&M one, I guess most of those teams fit the criteria because Pittsburgh lost to Tennessee, who's now ranked higher. Texas lost to Alabama. Florida lost. Wait, Florida lost to. Who did Florida lose?
Florida lost this week to Kentucky.
Oh, that's right. They ate that gator.
Right.
All right. You got any more college football questions for us, Nick?
That's it.
That was it. Good riddance. I hate the NCAA. Kill yourselves. The kids are fine. Football's great. The NCAA as a whole. Ugh. All right, Eric. Go ahead and get into the head-to-head and recap the standings for us after 1 week.
All right. So after 1 week in the head-to-head, we have I'm the leader. So I'm the only one that got the bet right. I took the Vikings money line at plus 100, which hit. Nicholas took the Panthers minus 2.5 at minus 110. Unfortunately, they lost by 2. And then Jermaine took Denver minus 6.5 at minus 110. And they just lost by missing a field goal to the Seattle Seahawks.
64-yarder.
Still missed it.
It's so dumb. They should have went for it on 4th and 5. They had 3 timeouts. Nathaniel Hackett is not going to hack it, bro.
How you guys feeling after week 1? You guys going to correct? You guys going to ride the losing train? What's going on?
I'm going 0-17 again, bro. That's the goal.
I got to trust the process. I got to let you get up to where you think you're in the lead, and then I'm going to storm back using New England picks like I did last year.
Please, for the love of God, pick New England this year.
We've seen Eric have a lead in this before, and
we have.
Oh, how the mighty have jumped now that they're in the lead after 1 game.
Right,
bro. It's week 1, dude. All right.
Yeah, you're the one who's talking about how you're going.
Yeah, didn't you start it off with "I'm the leader"?
For 1 week, there's a lot of games left.
Okay,
we got to stay humble.
All right, so the week 2 slate kicks off on Thursday. The Los Angeles Chargers are going into town to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. Eric, do you have the odds pulled up for this?
I do.
This will be the first broadcast on Prime Video, by the way. Well, not for the year. Not ever.
Threw me off there for a sec.
Ever for this year.
We have the Los Angeles Chargers plus 3.5 at minus 110. We have the Kansas City Chiefs minus 3.5 at minus 110. The money line is Kansas City minus 180, Chargers plus 155, and our over-under is set at 54.5.
54.5 is amazing.
I love Kansas City minus 3.5.
Oh, it opened at minus 3, and I was like, cupcake, easy walk, book that line, no hesitation. Kansas City minus 3. They're gonna wax poetically on this Chargers team.
And over 54.5. I'll take the over.
Keenan Allen's hurt. I don't want any part of that.
I would take the Chargers money line and the over.
You ready to lock it in?
You guys are forgetting that the Chargers defense is significantly better than the Arizona Cardinals defense. They are stacked at every level.
They didn't do anything dominant against Las Vegas.
Okay. They're still a better team defensively. They have guys they got Khalil Mack, Joey Bosa. Or not Joey Bosa, sorry. Nick Bosa. Wait, it is Joey Bosa down there, right? I get confused with the two
Do
brothers.
you know?
I don't know, honestly. They got one of the Bosa brothers. Listen, it's not just going to be the Chiefs win by 3.5 like that. Like, this is going to be a hard-fought fucking game.
Yeah, we said 3.5, Eric. We didn't say 13.
Right.
Yeah, we get what you're saying.
I think the Chiefs win by double digits, but I'm not going to bet it. I think they cover 3.5.
Yeah, I'll take the 3.5, bro. If you could have gotten 3, that's perfect.
Yeah.
That's outstanding. Over is a great bet. I just don't want anything to do with it. 54.5, no thank you. This is in Kansas City. Should be a lot of fun. This is a great Thursday night matchup. Get your popcorn. Skip the movies. You can catch it on the weekend. This is must-see television this Thursday. All right, so the next game on this slate, we have the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Sorry, the 1-0 Tampa Bay Buccaneers traveling in to New Orleans and the Caesar Superdome to take on the 1-0 New Orleans Saints. Tampa Bay opens as a 3-point favorite on the road. 10 a.m. matchup on Fox. Not that matters, but
10 a.m. Pacific, by the way, for everybody out there.
Sorry. 10 a.m. Pacific, 1 p.m. Eastern. I guess I should lead with the questioning. Eric, that was your cue to jump in with the odds, please.
Yeah, I mean, you gave them, but it's Saints +3 at -120, Bucks -3 at +100. The over/under set at 44. If you want to go the money line route, the Saints are +135. The Bucks are -155.
The Saints +3. What is the juice on that?
-120.
Oh, so they don't even think that. Huh. That's very weird juice.
I don't like that.
So it seems like they're hedging. They think that the Saints could win.
It does kind of sound like that, doesn't it?
Yeah, if you're giving me -20, but they get 3 points, that seems like, I don't know. I don't know if I like that bet at all. What was the over-under again, Eric? Now that I've thought about the other thing, I forgot the other number.
44.
Ooh. I like the over on that. Over 44. Go ahead, put that in there. Man, Julio Jones is going to terrorize the Saints as a Bucs player this year. Like, that sucks, man. I thought we got rid of him. We sent him to the AFC. Now he's back. You know how upsetting that is? This matchup is fascinating purely from the perspective that the Saints have owned the Bucs. So you would have to think the NFL's a parity league that the Bucs would get at this. Would finally get off the regular season schneid. I don't know. No one else has any thoughts on that one? All right, good talk. Next game for the 10 a.m. slate on CBS, the New York Jets, the 0-1 New York Jets, travel to the 1-0 Cleveland Browns. Eric, can you give me the odds?
So the New York Jets are +6 at -110. Browns are -6 at -110. The over/under's 40.5. If you want to go the money line route, Cleveland -230, New York Jets +195.
6 points is a lot to give Jacoby Brissett. You guys think that?
I think Cleveland covers.
You think Cleveland covers?
I did not like what I saw to Joe Flacco and the Jets. They cannot protect the quarterback. Joe Flacco is not the guy. Listen, maybe they win. Maybe they win by giving the ball to Michael Carter 40 times. But that's the only way they win.
Yeah. Speaking of that, Breece Hall, the highly touted rookie running back, didn't do
Absent.
shit.
He's got detention because he was absent for class.
Well done. Look, I'm not saying the Browns can't cover. I'm just not laying 6 points with Jacoby Brissett. I want nothing to do with this. I don't even want the over-under at 40. What I will say is go find whatever Nick goddamn Chubb rushing yard total prop you can find and hammer that over. because your boy is about to ball out. Nick Chubb is on one this season, already balling. No touchdowns because Kareem Hunt got both of them, but whoo, I'll tell you what, Nick Chubb is something special. All right, so nobody else has anything on that.
I'm trying to see if there's any Nick Chubb bets, but they seem to have taken them all away.
It's because they're listening to us live. That's why they wiped the board. We're real line movers. All right, so the next 10 a.m. game on Fox, you see the 1-0 Washington Commanders take on the 0-1 Detroit Lions. Eric, you want to go ahead and give me the lines for this?
Yeah, so I got the Detroit Lions at -2.5, -110. The Washington Commanders are +2.5, -110. The over-under has been set at 49. And if you want to go the money line route, Detroit is -135. Commanders are +115.
+115 for the Commanders. So we've got a Carson Wentz versus Jared Goff matchup.
What's the line set there?
2.5. I so just real quick, just because I actually watched the entirety of that game, the Eagles Lions. Eagles have a great offensive line, and the Lions were still getting back there. I think they're going to destroy Carson. I think Detroit -2.5 is a solid bet.
You ready to lock it in?
Nah, I got my lock for the week. I'm gonna give that to you in a little bit when it hits.
You can have more than one lock. What are you doing over there, scared money?
You could have the head-to-head. That can be your one, but you can still have a lock. Lock that shit in.
Nah, I'm good.
Look, okay. Detroit Lions -2.5 seems like the play, but that means you're betting on the Detroit Lions. I want no part of it. The over should hit. I want no part of it. Carson Wentz and Jared Goff could go out there and hit me with 10 turnovers.
Listen, this week, and this is what I love about the first few weeks in the NFL. I said I wasn't betting the first few weeks in the NFL last podcast, but I'm a liar. And those of you who know me should know that. I'm a dirty, filthy liar. This week, I'm playing overreactions, right? I'm playing New England overreaction, Indianapolis overreaction, Seattle or Arizona overreactions. Yeah, that's it.
Right.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Well, I'm looking at the board here, and I'm like, well, I don't really see any other overreaction.
Okay. So what are you saying on this one? You want nothing to do with this game?
No.
Okay.
No, thank you.
Detroit, if you're looking for a winner, Detroit -2.5 seems it, but it's also betting on Detroit. So the next 10 a.m. game on Fox, you have the 0-1 North Carolina Panthers traveling to take on the New York Football Giants at 1-0. The New York Giants are -2.5. We have a Saquon Barkley versus Christian McCaffrey matchup. Both defenses are pretty, well, all right. Carolina's supposed to have a good defense, but they gave it 26 to Jacoby Brissett. So I'll blame Nick Chubb on that one. And also the offense. What was the time of possession of that game? I bet you it was outrageous. All right, Eric, can you give us the odds for Panthers-Giants, please?
Giants are -2.5 at -115. Panthers are +2.5 at -105. The over-under has been set at 43. If you're going money line, Giants -135, Panthers +115.
Hammer the under. 43 is too high.
43 is too high?
43 is too high. You take away a Robbie Anderson bomb and 2 scores inside the last 2 minutes with awful defense on both sides of the ball, right? And that's 17 points off the final score, a score that finished 26-24.
Yeah, 17 points will put you under 40.
Yep.
Wait, hold on. It was 50 points. Yeah. 26-24.
Yep.
All right. Do you want anything with this other than that? I'm staying away. I'm staying away from this game.
Hammer the under.
These are two teams that are very close to having very different feels this week. So Well, nothing to do with it. The next 10 a.m. game on CBS is the 0-1 New England Patriots travel to the 1-0 Pittsburgh Steelers. Eric, can you give me the line for this game?
Pittsburgh is +1 at -110. New England is -1 at -110. The over-under set at 41. Moneyline, Pittsburgh -105. New England -115.
Give me New England spread.
New England's the favorite. You know that, right?
New England. I get New England -1, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, New England -1. Hammering it. Again, I'm telling you, I'm playing overreactions. Pittsburgh forced 5 turnovers last week. They won the turnover margin by 5 turnovers, and they won by 3 points in overtime.
Yeah,
Hammer New England.
New England's the favorite on the road, though.
I know. Hammer New England.
I don't know how that's an overreaction.
Because New England should not be only favored by 1 point.
Did you watch the Patriots?
New England scored 7 points.
What did this line open up as? And it didn't open up as -1. What did it open up as?
I don't know. You have it, or are you asking?
I don't have the app on my phone anymore. They told me what it opens up on.
Let me see if I can find that.
I'm shouting.
What app was that? So I can
shouting 'cause
download
I'm
it and
angry.
use it.
Well, no,
Yeah,
I'll tell you here in a second. I'll tell you here in a second. I don't know all my.
Right now.
Come on,
I
man.
don't know
Be
what all
ready.
these fucking. It's called Live Scores and Odds. You bunch of cheapskates. Find your own apps. And download lickety splurt like that. Week 2. The New England line opened. Has it moved to Pick'em? Yeah. New England line opened. New England -2, and it's moving to Pick'em apparently.
So what's the overreaction that Pittsburgh's good at football?
No, that New England is bad. Pittsburgh is not good at football, Eric. They still have Mitch Trubisky as their quarterback, and they forced 5 turnovers and won by 3. They won by less points than the turnovers they forced. And TJ Watt is done for 6 weeks.
Yeah, the Patriots had 4 turnovers.
Yeah, it's typical normal fucking Patriots to begin the year. They always do this because everyone goes, oh, now Bill Belichick is dead. Is he the right man to be a coach? And he comes out there and he whoops ass.
Nah.
You guys are looking at me like I'm a big fucking moron, Eric. Unlike you, all have the balls to fucking lock it in. Give it to me. I'll lock it in.
I don't know why you're getting so mad. I just have a
Because
different
you want
view of
to
the
talk
Patriots.
all this crap about all your picks, and you don't want to lock them in. New England -1. It's my head-to-head. It's my lock.
Your head-to-head and your lock.
I might even put 3 pizzas on it, Eric. I might even put, what do you call it, hooker money on it?
What's the over-under?
It is
41?
42.5. Oh, 41.
It's 41 on DraftKings.
I want the over. I want the under. Sorry.
Under 41.
Dude, it took overtime for the Steelers to score 23. The Patriots scored 7. Patriots had 4 turnovers. They had the lowest yards expected per carry. Yards expected. An average running back running behind the holes opened up by the offensive line by the New England Patriots would have had a 5.0 yards per carry. The New England Patriots running backs combined had a 3.4 yards per carry. There is something fundamentally wrong with these teams. They are not scoring offensive points. If they hit the over, it's because both defensive scores defensive touchdowns. Don't get it twisted. New England still has a good defense. They gave up 13 offensive points to the Miami Dolphins with Tyreek Hill and the San Francisco 49ers offensive scheme. They gave up 13 points to that. They had 4 turnovers, gave up 13 points. Both defenses are absolutely good. Hammer the under. Now, I just don't. My only question was, I just don't think it's an overreaction if New England's the favorite. But that was all I was saying.
I think they should be a favorite by more. More than a field goal, at least.
I think they're on the road. I think that's Still Mike Tomlin and the Steelers. All right, next game. Let's see, who's the next game? Now that we've got that next we have Colts. Sorry, next 10 a.m. game on CBS, we have the 0-1 Indianapolis Colts traveling to take on the 0-1 Jacksonville Jaguars. Eric, can you give us a spread?
So the Jaguars are +4 at -110. Colts are -4 at -110. Over-under's 47. If you want to go money line, Jags +165. Colts -195.
I think Indianapolis -4 is the play here.
Yeah, I
And
agree.
you said the over-under was 45 is what you said?
47.
47, okay. Yeah, I'm going to go Colts -4 here. I think they right the ship. And it's Jacksonville. I'm not really scared.
You did say in the last podcast, hammer the Colts.
Yeah, that was the other reason. I'm like, it's Jacksonville. I think they get off the schneid, get a win, even though they got a tie already. Is a tie more of a win or more of a loss?
A loss.
Always the optimist, Nick.
It's a loss.
All right, wait, you guys have anything else for that game? All right, next game we have Dolphins-Ravens, 10 a.m., CBS. The 1-0 Dolphins travel to take the 1-0 Ravens. What's the line on this, Eric?
Baltimore -3.5 at -105. Miami +3.5 at -115. Over under 43.5. Money line Baltimore -175. Miami +150.
Fascinating. This is a fascinating week 2 matchup. What was the over-under?
43.5.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's not high at all.
I
was hoping it was high.
If I didn't have bets that I liked on this slate more, I would bet Miami +3.5 before it goes down to Miami +3.
I was going to say Miami money line.
If you're looking for a good bet, and you listen to Eric on the last podcast, maybe Lamar Jackson was missing open receivers. Maybe the Ravens aren't it.
Well, he was 17 for 30. It was not a good passing performance. I know that the Ravens had a ton of drops again, which seems to always be the fun.
It just looked like he wasn't targeting the most open man. Now, I'm not an NFL quarterback. I don't know how it feels to have, 6, 7, 8, 250-pound men coming at me full speed, but it just didn't look like he was going through the progressions, just forcing it to the first or second option. That's what it felt like.
I can definitely see Miami winning this game.
So then Dolphins money line, right, Eric?
Yeah, Dolphins money line is what I would do.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, put me on. I'll write myself down for a little Dolphins money line action. You guys got anything else on this? That 45 is a fun number because these offenses easily could pass that.
43.5.
43.5. Who had 45?
Even better for your over.
Yeah, who had 45? Was that Colts Jaguars? Where did I get that number from? I just made it up.
You keep saying 45, and there's no 45 over under here.
There is a 45. It's Jordan.
Let's keep it pushing.
Oh, boo-hoo. Jesus. Who pissed in your bah humbug Cheerios? Next slate, we're now into the afternoon games. It's the battle of the winless Atlanta Falcons versus the winless Los Angeles Rams. -10.5 with how the Falcons just played is madness. Give me the Falcons +10.5. I don't know if that's the actual line anymore, Eric. Sorry. Before we get into that, can you give us the odds? And
The Rams are -10.5 at -110. Falcons are +10.5 at -110. Over under 47.5. And
45?
47.5. And the money line is Rams -475. Falcons +380.
Oh, man, if the Falcons were in the 400s, I'm hammering the money line. I don't know what teams they watched. Look, the Falcons blew it. But you lay me 10.5 points, I can guarantee the Falcons get this covered.
I'm going to disagree with you.
You're going to say the Rams win by 11.
Correct.
I'm not for that one. All right, go ahead. What's the reasoning? Just because you're saying because there was an overreaction that 10.5 is too small a line?
I think 10.5 is too small a line for the talent that you have on both these teams. Look, the Bills are a fabulous team. They have a great secondary, and they got to Matt Stafford. The Falcons do not have that.
Okay. 10.5.
10.5. Now, listen. I think it's a good bet. I think they cover because if this is any other team other than the Atlanta Falcons, that I don't like this big of a number, but it's the Falcons. And there's too much talent on the Rams for them to keep performing as poorly as they did against the Bills.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. That Rams offensive line is not good to me.
I mean, it's just the Rams have a terrible offensive – not terrible. They have a bad offensive line. Run game is non-existent. And without OBJ and Allen Robinson being a no-show, it's just, you know.
Everyone forgets their third option is out as well. You have OBJ's not signed, so technically it's there. Oh, it is their third option. Allen Robinson exists. Jesus, I already forgot he's on that team. Van Jefferson's out. Their starting center's out. Their backup running back that Cam Akers has to pass once he gets healthy again, he's out. I don't know if I agree with – I think 10.5 is too much.
Oh, that's crazy. The line just moved live in real time to a plus 11 for the Falcons, minus 11 for the Rams.
I don't want it anymore.
That's actually
crazy.
That's actually reasonable. I wouldn't want 11 is a bad number. If you
11 is a bad number.
11 is a bad number, so him changing it like that is actually smart. Look,
I got it. Although, check the tapes. I got it at 10.5.
I will take Falcons plus 11. Let's thread that needle.
Of course you will. I'll take Falcons plus 11.
I'm taking Falcons plus 11. Their run game is decidedly better than I thought it was. The Saints have a very good run defense, although they would not have told you that yesterday. Yeah, I think they're a good team. Personally, I think that maybe we've undersold these Falcons, and they put it together.
Never.
Look, first of all, if they don't get it together, I'm perfectly happy. So let's see how many sacks they had against the Saints. I think they had 4 sacks. Grady Jarrett won it. Oh, of course, Grady Jarrett had fucking 1.5. Stupid bitch. All right, let's get it. Anyone who's on the Falcons just makes me mad. All right, next slate of games for the 105 on Fox. You have the undefeated Seattle Seahawks at 1-0. Traveling to San Francisco to take on the San Francisco 49ers, who are 0-1. Eric, can you give us the odds, please?
San Fran is minus 9.5 at minus 110. Seahawks are plus 9.5 at minus 110. Over-unders 42.5. Niners are money line is minus 410. Seahawks money line is plus 330.
What was the spread again?
9.5. Holy
40.
cow.
9.5. I thought you said over under.
I'm hammering Seahawks 9.5.
9.5 is it raining? That's what I want to know. Is it raining? Does Deebo Samuel fumble because it's raining? I think the 49ers aren't shit without George Kittle.
Is he out?
He's out. I don't know if he's going to try to make this game, but as of right now I'm looking at it, he's out. Elijah Mitchell's out, and Daniel Brunskill is out. Jamal Adams is doubtful already. Jesus Christ. 9.5 is a lot of points. I'm not betting Geno Smith. I will stay away from this game because Kyle Shanahan may figure it out.
It's another. I don't know where this 8.5 points comes from. I know this 9.5 points. I know the line opened up at like 8.5, which I think is crazy before the game even started. Yeah, 8.5. San Francisco was 8.5 point favorites. After seeing how they played against Chicago, maybe they chalked it up to a rainy day, a rainy game, but it just seems too much for, like you said, Trey Vance has thrown what?
Well, 400 passes.
Trey Lance has thrown 400 meaningful passes since high school.
Since high school, yeah.
Kind of a little scary.
That was my fun little nugget. And then also you take into play negative 0.18 expected points added per play. For context on that, Jimmy Garoppolo has 49 starts with the San Francisco 49ers. Of those starts, he has 45 with more expected points per play than what Trey Lance posted in this game. Also, completion percentage over expectation. Trey Lance was negative 21.1%. Over expectation is just a wild. To be negative over expectation is just a wild proposition. I don't know if those of you who don't know advanced analytics, but that is not good at all.
You don't want to be under. You don't want to be under over expectations.
Yeah. Oh, dude, 8.5 is wild. They were 6.5 point favorites, which is the Bears. Lost by 9. I think you got to go with the Seahawks on this one, but
yeah,
for all the same reasons, the Rams. I don't know, man. Matt Stafford's scaring me with that elbow, dude.
These are scary. These are scary division games, though. Always. The NFC West plays scary division games. So
always, it's a hard division to call. The next slated game is the 125 matchup on CBS versus the 0-1 Cincinnati Bengals and the 0-1 Dallas Cowboys. Eric, let's hear those odds.
The Dallas Cowboys are +7 at -110. Bengals are -7 at -110. The over-under is 43.5. Dallas money line +255. Bengals money line -305.
Yeah, I don't. There is nothing in this game that will fill me with warm and fuzzy. I want nothing to do with it. In fact, if you want a bet for this game, and I hope for God you don't want to bet in this game, but if you want to bet, go look up Ty, put $5 on it, and root for chaos. Because these two teams have some questions. I want nothing to do with it. In fact, the line change when Dak left, making it 9.5. It's almost like you have to take Dallas spread.
Yeah, you almost have to, right?
One thing I will look at is I'll wait till Sunday on this game. I know we don't advise that very often. Wait till Sunday. See if people are crazy enough to back the Bengals. If they balloon this line past 7, you get a 7.5. You get an 8. You get a 9. I know that's two more points of line movement. Probably won't happen. But those would be amazing numbers.
Well, here, so just to jump on what Jermaine said, I would almost just watch it throughout the week, because the second that it gets over 7, the sharps are going to crush it back down to the Dallas line, as they rightfully should. That's why they're professional gamblers, because they watch stuff like this and get, red alerts go off in the betting cave at Caesars that this line is crazy. I would say this line doesn't get past 7.5, but if you can get it at 7.5 at your book, if you can get it at 8, you need to lay double the money you were going to lay on 7.5.
100%. Over under was 43, which is crazy to say for these two offenses.
Who do the Dallas Cowboys have playing quarterback now?
Cooper Rush.
It's TBD. They said
TBD.
they will look at options, but
Tom Brady's dick is playing
look at options. But
Tom Brady's dick is playing quarterback.
Cooper Rush was their backup on Sunday. I'm just gonna push right through that.
What's Andy Dalton doing these days?
He plays for the Saints.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. So, oh man, that's crazy. But they've said they have Cooper Rush, they have that cat Ben DiNucci, and they have one other quarterback who I don't remember right now.
It's not a real name. You made that up.
So they actually cut Cooper Rush, put him on the practice squad. So at one point in time, the Dallas Cowboys were only carrying Dak Prescott as their quarterback.
Looks like it worked out for him.
Bold strategy, Kyle. Let's see how it pays off. All right, no one else wants anything to do with this shit game. We're going to move to the next one on the 125 slate. On CBS, you have the 0-1 Houston Texans traveling to take on the 0-1 Denver Broncos. Eric, give me the odds. If this line is correct, I'm going to be fucking bored.
Broncos are -9.5 at -115. Texans are +9.5 at -105. Over under 44. Broncos are -520 favorites. Texans are +410 moneyline dogs.
I would hammer the under here.
That's outrageous. That offensive line for Denver is bad. 9.5 points is a lot. I'm sitting here staring at a -11 line. If you can get the Houston Texans +11 on whatever service you're using, look, you have to put some money on that.
You have to take it.
Houston played well. The Colts defense is supposed to be one of the better defenses in the league. And Houston put up 20 on.
O.J. Howard sighting too. O.J. Howard 2 touchdowns.
You're so excited to keep. Was O.J. Howard at NC State? No,
I think he was Alabama.
Alabama, right? You're just prone O.J. Howard because you love you were high touchdown he scored.
I just love him because I thought he was a good tight end. And then Rob Gronkowski came in and basically ended any chance he had at realizing any sort of potential.
He tore his Achilles.
Right, with Jameis Winston. And then Tom Brady came in and brought Gronk in, and it basically said they showed O.J. Howard the door.
Well, but the Achilles is undefeated.
That's true.
It gets everyone, bro. Cam Akers right now.
He played at Alabama.
Cam Akers right now is Captain Achilles ? James Robinson scored a 3-yard touchdown, but that dude's a question mark. We need one of them to come back successfully from the Achilles.
Right.
We know it can be done. I like Terrell Suggs. He still came back and was a very productive linebacker. Was never as great as he was, but still productive because he was great. Achilles, man, they're undefeated.
So apparently they just said that Jamal Adams tore his quadriceps tendon.
Oh, he's done for the season.
Yeah.
That dude's always done for the year. God, that dude's got to be so frustrated.
Another Seahawks safety down for the year.
Whoa, what did we just both ride the Seahawks?
No, I said it looks juicy, but I'm gonna stay away.
I don't know. Eric's writing shit down so he can tell us what we took. Oh man, look, I'm staring at +11. I want the Texans +11, but I know that's not the line Eric has, so we're gonna keep it pushing. What an awful game to have in the afternoon. All right, so the next afternoon game, the next 125 game on CBS is the 0-1 Arizona Cardinals traveling to take on the 0-1 Las Vegas Raiders. Eric, can you give us the odds, please?
Raiders are -5.5 at -110. Cardinals are +5.5 at -110. Over under 51.5. Raiders money line -240. Cardinals money line +200.
This line is set perfectly.
I love a Cardinals money line.
Yeah, I want nothing to do with this one.
Cardinals plus 5.5. Cardinals money line. Give it to me.
Let's see who's out for this game. Kyler Murray only had 193 yards.
Early season Arizona Cardinals. Don't bet against them.
Except they got crushed. J.J. Watt's out. Guard Justin Pugh's out. Wide receiver Rondale Moore is out. And cornerback Trayvon Mullen is out. Marco Wilson, cornerback, questionable. Yo, the Cardinals cornerbacks are not good. Eric, do you have any Devontae Adams props or Hunter Renfrow props? Because I am interested. Those are the plays in this game. The corners for Arizona are so bad. Yeah, I don't want nothing to do with this Cardinals team. This Cardinals team might be worse than we said they would be.
Certainly after week 1, they didn't look good.
So I just realized going through this, I've been looking for player props. They won't release those till like Wednesday, probably.
Boo.
That makes sense. Yeah.
All right. So next we have no one else wanted any action on this game, correct? What was the over-under?
50.
Oh,
sorry. 51.5.
No, thank you. I'm out on that. We're going to go ahead and take we're going to go into the night game, the 5:20 p.m. on NBC. The Chicago Bears 1-0 take on the Green Bay Packers 0-1. Eric, can you give me the line on this?
Green Bay is -10 at -110. Chicago's +10 at -110. Over under 43. Green Bay money line -500. Sorry, and Bears money line +400.
This is the most likely cover of the week, right? For Green Bay. Of the double digit lines, Green Bay is the most likely to cover.
What were the other double digit lines?
Rams
at the Falcons.
Rams, I'm gonna say Seahawks because it's 9.5. Broncos, okay. And I think the Bills are also 10. Right, Eric?
Yes.
Yeah.
Bills are 10. Well, if you think the Bills are that good, isn't that the most likely cover? No.
I think it's Green Bay.
I'm not betting against Aaron Rodgers versus the Bears. We all know he's the owner of that franchise. So if Nick is going to ride the Green Bay -10 line, let him have it. What's the over-under one more time?
Oh, I'm not riding.
43.
I'm not riding. I'm saying it's the most likely to hit, but I don't want to ride it. I don't trust it.
No, I don't think that's the most likely.
So what's your most likely to hit then?
Most likely to cover?
Yeah.
As the favorite is the Bills, yeah.
Okay.
Ed Oliver's injury scares me, though. So let's move into Monday Night Football. We have the 4:15 p.m. That's right. This week has the two games for some reason on ESPN. Tennessee Titans the 0-1 Tennessee Titans travel to Buffalo to take on the 1-0 Buffalo Bills in prime time. Eric, what's the score?
The Bills are -10 at -110.
Let's 0-0 right now.
Titans are +10 at -110. Over under 49.5. Bills money line -425. Titans money line +340.
I keep missing over-unders. What am I listening to when you're saying that?
49.5.
What am I doing over here? I hear everything else, and then I'm like, where was the over-under? You need to put up a sign so I can know what you're doing over there. I don't know what's happening. All right, so for Monday Night Football games, we'll go ahead and pick scores, and we'll pick scores on how the game's going to end for Monday Night Football games. I'm taking Bills -10 because I'm feeling fucking froggy, so I'm jumping. Let's go. Bills -10. The Bills will win 31-10. They will mimic the exact score they put on the Rams, and everyone's going to be like, yo, is this team legit?
Bills win this one 28-16. Tennessee gets a late touchdown.
Oh, so it was 17, and then Tennessee scores. Got it. I like where your head's at, kid.
What did you say the score was, Nick?
Huh?
What did you say the score would be? Bills what?
28-17. With Tennessee getting a late touchdown, so it looks a lot closer than it is.
I think that this one's going to be a lot of fun. Stephon Diggs is going to have his way.
Stephon Diggs revenge tour, I guess. Stephon Diggs is finding a reason to be pissed at every single person this year.
I was there for all that Jalen Ramsey slander. I think Jalen Ramsey is slowing down, and that's sad to say because he's been fun to watch. But I think he's slowing down, man. Unfortunately.
Yeah. It might be true, but I just don't say a word to Stephon Diggs or do. I don't know what the correct answer is because he's gonna get pissed off if you don't talk to him. He's gonna get pissed off if you talk to him, and he's just finding a fuel to his fire. When he was standing on the field after KC won, I was like, oh no.
Oh, dude, I remember that photo, and I was like, yo, Stephon Diggs might be that dude. Might be that dude. That's Eric's guy. Eric loves Stephon Diggs. This game has the potential to be an absolute massacre. One of those Monday night bloodbaths. I hope it's not the case. I'll happily lose my bet to watch a competitive football game between these two teams. The Titans, they scare me. That Harold Landry injury is big. They were going to rely on their defense. I was part of the free Tannehill movement, but now I think I need to start to box him up, ship him out, and let Malik try movement. Let's see what we can get there. Run the triple option. Malik and Derrick Henry. Keep it pushing. The Navy will show you a thing or two. All right, nobody else has anything else? Nobody wants the over in this? No, 49 is a lot. I don't know.
What was your score guess, Eric?
Bills 52, Titans 17.
Way.
52.
Dude, I think this Titans team is god awful. My friends are going to be there. My so-called friends are going to be there. They were a bunch of assholes during the draft. So because they're going to be in Buffalo watching their team live, I really hope by the first 5 minutes of this game it's over. And they wasted their money. They wasted their time. They're heartbroken and sad. And I will drink champagne to that when it happens. Bums. And I know they don't listen to the podcast, so.
That got personal. All right, so we are on to Monday Night Football. Legitimately Monday night. 5:30 p.m. on ABC. These are all-time specific date time, by the way. You have the 1-0 Minnesota Vikings traveling to Philadelphia to take on the 1-0 Philadelphia Eagles. Eric, you want to give us the odds for this?
Yeah, so Philly is -1.5 at -110. Minnesota's +1.5 at -110. The over/under is 51.5. Philly money line -125. Vikings money line +105.
I have, in what I am calling now a potential NFC Championship preview, I'm going to take the road Minnesota Vikings money line. I do not like what I saw from Philadelphia's run defense against the Detroit Lions. And Dalvin Cook in this air raid offense seems just way more scary to me than Jamal Williams and DeAndre Swift. I think Philadelphia makes it close, which is why I'm taking money line. I would not be surprised to see a 28-27 finish in this game.
What's the line again, Eric, and the over-under?
The over/under is 51.5. The line is -1.5.
For
Philly. Philly's faves.
Over. Hammer the over.
Man, that's a good line. That's a very well set line.
Hammer the over. Hand me the dogs. This game is going to be a lot of points. And you're going to get into the rest of that week, and people are going to be talking about these two teams to be contenders in the NFC. All right, I mean, anyone else? Anyone else? What do you got?
See it happening.
No score?
Let's get to that. Let's get to that head. Oh, score? And I'm going to go the opposite side of you. I think Philly pulls it out by a field goal. I'll say 28-25 Philly.
28-25 Philly. Either way, over hits. I still cash money. Eric?
Philly 34, Minnesota 28.
All right. Over still hits. Cash money for me. So that wraps up week one. By now, we should all have a pretty good bearing of this board. And you would think I would, but what did we determine last week for the pick'em order? It would be whoever went last, whoever got last goes first, correct?
Correct.
So I went first. Eric, who went first last week?
I went first last week because it was my birthday. You guys let me go first.
And then Nick went second, correct?
Mm-hmm. I thought we were going. Wait. So if you lost, you get to go first, not if you won.
Yeah, fuck you. You won.
Okay.
Why? What? You winner gets first pick? No, you won, right?
I was just asking for clarification. So
you don't get balls back.
Yeah, let's say hoops, dog.
All right, guys, let's go. Let's keep it pushing.
Dude, what are you so grumpy about? You in a rush to get somewhere?
No.
You got a dick appointment?
No.
All right, so then that means I'll go first this week. Jesus, this fucking board. I want a little dog action in my life. I'm gonna go. Hey, so no Monday night games on head-to-head, right, Eric?
I mean, we can. We finished today's game. I mean, it's it's not a bad idea. We can do.
We won't do that. I'm gonna go ahead and take. I'm not confident in any of these. I'll go ahead and take Colts -4.
It's a good pick. So we said no Monday night games on head-to-head? I'll take Bills -10. Yeah, I already said it earlier. I want Pats -1.
Pats -1. There it is. Oh man, I picked the Colts. What was I thinking?
They haven't failed me since.
All right. On to you, champ.
I'll take the Miami Dolphins money line against the Baltimore Ravens.
Another dog. Oh, also, we'll have to add up juice at the end of the units. I mean.
Oh damn! So you just need to hit a big money line dog.
Well, I mean that'll be one thing you can win. It's still a records-based performance. We are very much NFL-esque. You can get a pat on the back for having hella units. Good for you. You won money, but you still suck.
I got you, big dog. I'm going dog hunting.
Yo, you got 18 shit bets and you hit one.
Hell yeah. How did you know my betting strategy?
Yeah, I'm taking Colts -4. Nick is taking New England -1. Both of those lines are at -110. And Eric coming in with another money line dog for you. If Eric gets high as these money line dogs, he's got Miami money line +150. I think that's a great bet. I just didn't have the stones to take it for head-to-head. I went with a favorite because I'm a pussy. I'm a puss. All right. I think that wraps up today's episode, correct?
No doubt.
All right. So, you guys got anything else for them?
Like, follow, subscribe, all that stuff.
Yeah.
Like, follow, subscribe. Actually, we can say that now. Like the video, follow us, and subscribe. Wow, we're officially those YouTube dudes who fucking batter you over the head with in the bot up here. Is it here? How are you watching? How are you watching? All right, so follow us on Instagram and Twitter at Podcast Room 303. I've been your host, Jermaine Colon Mendez. This is my co-host, Nicholas Moran. And as always, we have with us EPE. We'll see you next time when you come on down and step into the room.